Crash Bandicoot. God, has anyone been anywhere without hearing about this little orange cunt recently? Released for the PlayStation 1 at a time where 3D games with more advanced techniques were becoming the rage, the company behind it, Naughty Dog, had more than a few bucks in their pockets with over 6 million copies sold worldwide.
And so, does this game hold up 22 years later in a modern and gritty place where the only survivors are pay to win gremlins? What the fuck are you asking me? I don't know.
The story to this game is one of the most action-filled and emotional out there for the time. This jaundice-induced cretin known as Dr. Neo Cortex, to put it simply, wants to create anthropomorphic creatures for Rule 30 for fanfic, for world domination. This fluffy and orange Bandicoot coincidentally is rejected and escapes out of the conveniently placed window, only to realise he left his prostitute girlfriend behind for some interesting experiments. And so, Mr. Crash Bandicoot must venture off into the wilderness and save the love of his life. Yeah, okay, I know I was being sarcastic about it being the best plot ever, but I mean, it's about a Bandicoot in Australia. So, what do you do in this game? Well, isn't it obvious? You break crates, jump over pits, and murder innocent creatures. Actually, I take that sarcasm back. This game really is pulling my heartstrings. But on a more serious note, crates are pretty much the things you're going to see the most. They have lots of goodies inside of them, such as Wumpa Fruit, which, when 100 are collected, give you a handy little life, an Aku Aku mask, aka a witch doctor that will grant you an extra hit point. Collect 2 and get 2 hit points, and 3 makes you invincible for a short period of time. Pretty standard stuff, but what isn't standard are TNT crates. Spin them, you become a huge laughing stock. Jump on them, however, a countdown will commence and will go boom boom if you don't fuck off. Some crates contain mugshots of Torna, Brio, and Cortex. If you collect 3 of the same mugshot, you'll be teleported to a bonus round where you can smash more boxes or lives or save your game. Not the Brio ones because he's a fucking dickhead. Cortex rounds are the most challenging, but if you manage to beat one, he'll give you a key which will unlock bonus levels on the map to earn even more gems. Ever wondered why you would want to smash all the crates in the level? Well, it's actually pretty simple. If you want to work towards the big 100 meter, you'll have to actually work for it. Breaking all the crates in the level will grant you a nice shiny gem, and sometimes if you beat fuckified levels, you'll be awarded with a coloured gem which will unlock secret paths in past or future levels. It may seem easy on paper, but trust me, we'll get to that later. Level design is key to any video game, and Crash Bandicoot nails that pretty nicely. You first start off in a lovely and mysterious jungle, maybe come across the occasional boss fight that's something, but then you realise that the game changes pretty quickly after that. No longer are you invading native fortresses to quote unquote steal a hog to ride, but now you're fighting more odd bosses. The environments are lost ruins, creaky bridges, and finally, Cortex's sticky and yucky factories and toxic dumps. You may look past this, but in an adventurer's perspective, this is one of the best games to actually tell you, hey, this is an actual journey. That's not the only great thing about it though. The music to complement them is very nice. Just like before, the music is nice and jumpy for jungles and hog riding, but then once you venture onto the ruins and factories, it gets more mysterious and even creepy at times. The composer, Josh Mansell, did more than a good job.
Alright, enough poetic shit. This game is harder than my Wiimote.
I'm sure if you've played this game before, you'll agree with me that it's nowhere near perfect, and one of the major runner-ups for that are the controls. Good lord, the controls. If you jump into this game after playing the remaster, then you're going to have a very hard time getting used to them. Crash feels really stiff when you make him move, and jumping also feels really awkward, and every jump is a goddamn leap of faith. Fuck it! Spinning also feels rough. It's not that bad early in the game, but once you get to the parts where platforms are tiny, you'll have to make sure you don't spin and stop at the same time or else you're fucked. Another fuckery McFuck is that in order to obtain a gem, you need to do it without dying once. Once. This combined with the jacked controls and Sunset Vista is probably one of the worst things I think could ever happen to an innocent man. Like me, I'm everyone loves me. But the main flaw, and the one that never succeeds in hiding itself, is the fact that if you want to save, you either have to obtain a gem or save in the bonus rounds. Are you shitting out of Satan's ass right now? This is one sick and cruel joke if I've ever seen one. So if you rage quit on the later levels in this game, you are fucking fucked. Well, if you manage to get past the bumfuck in this game, then you'll be able to return to the Great Hall and get the true 100% ending. And boy, this ending is one of a kind and is so great that you fly away on an albatross. You know, that's the equivalent of buying a pack of DVDs and then realizing, wait, these are blank fucking discs? Fantastic!
But hey, at the end of the day, it all comes down to skill, which, don't fret, I have a lot of it. In fact, I'm about to achieve the big 100. All I have to do is make it to the end of Sunset Vista.
Just a few more jumps and...
No, I have to finish this if I'm ever going to get into the big boys club. But is it really worth it just to see Crash fly away on a fucking bird? Let's find out. Well, there you go. I beat it. It was a pain, but felt good afterwards. And I just realised I forgot to save. For fuck.